Autodesk Inventor, drawings, working with dimensioning. On this video, we're going to do one that's based on a part that we used with some hole commands. Remember, I can click New and do a drawing from there, or I can take my border that is already in there, grab my border, go up, grab my border that is already set up for all our dimensioning, sizing, border, everything, and I can do a file save as so I can keep my border fresh. And this one, I'm going to go in, do my base, and on this one, I'm looking for a bracket that I built. So here's the bracket. Open that bracket up. We've got our different views here. Going to say, I don't want this as my view. I want to change it so that this is my view. Did you see how I clicked on the cube to change my view around a little bit? So that I can set that. I want to go here with this view, place my part down there, right side, top, and click OK. On this one, I'm going to go in and move to my annotation ribbon. I'm on baseline set. Remember, we want to do baseline set. But to get these holes and the center lines for where these holes are, I need to use my tools that I have over here for getting center lines and hole centers. So the first one I'm going to do is click on the center mark, and I'm just going to go to all these holes, anywhere that I see in the drawing, and I'm going to just click on those. And sometimes you might even want to zoom in a little bit. So there I can put my hole centers in. Now I want to do, where are my center lines for the parts? I'm going to go over here, use my Windows Zoom tool, come in here so that I can get the lines a little bit easier, and I want to say, where's the center between those two lines? There it is, pops it right in. Do the same thing over here. There's my center for those. I click on my previous zoom button. I'm going to zoom in for down below here. Do the same thing. I'm going to click here and here. See how it didn't go all the way through? I'm going to need to click this lines also so that it extends that past. This time I'll click the bottom lines. You'll see it doesn't go all the way through. I click on the upper lines. Now we've got that. Click on previous zoom. Here we go. One more, right? I'll go over here, beat this up a little bit. I go here and here. That gives me my center line. I'll go to this one, pull up my center line for that. So just showing you how to use the center lines, previous zoom. Okay. On our drawings, we don't want to over dimension, and I have a tendency to do that in these videos just to help you see how to use the dimensions. But really, all I need are the dimensions off of two of the views. So I'm going to go off the view here that is my front view, and then I'm going to do my view that is my right side view. So I'm going to go to baseline set. I click on the dimension, or on the geometry, to pick up those pieces that I want to get. Right click, continue, and see this, it's coming off the piece of paper, right? Click it in place, right click, create, go, well, that's not exactly where I want it, no problem. I can go, and as I move in on these views, you can see there's a box that pops up, and that is my view box. I'm going to take this box and move that one up. I'm going to grab this one, move that up, and do it like that. If I move my master view, you can see how it holds the alignment of everything together. So I'll click those in place. Whoops, down a little bit too low, move it up. There we go. So I've got the lines, or my dimensions, off that. Our standard is to put the dimensions across the bottom and across the left side. So here we go. My other lines, I'm going to say right here, up to there, and right in there, to the center of the holes. There we go. Right click and go continue. And right now I have some dimensions that are crashing, so I'm going to move it out a little bit. There we go. Right click, continue, and create. So now I have that all dimensioned so that we can find it. This is a nice way to dimension for people in the machine shop. Going to go over and put my dimensions on the right side view. On the right side view, there's not as many dimensions, but I'm still going to use my baseline set and go across the bottom, showing this information. Right click to continue and show those dimensions there. Right click to continue. Baseline set again. I'm going to go from the bottom up to here, onto this area, get my center there and the top. Right click, continue. I've seriously overdimensioned this drawing, and I usually try and overdimension the drawings to make them a little bit easier for the students to follow. All right, that's nice, that's helpful, but here's something really cool that Inventor does. Because we use the hole command from a center point, I'm going to click on this icon right here that says hole and threads. Now if I click on the hole here, look at that. It remembers what it is from when we made it, that it was a 1/4 inch 24 UNF grade 2B fit, and it's a 1/2 inch deep. Then I can also come over on this one here, and there it is. It pulls out all the geometry for me so fast. It's so nice. All right, I've got my drawing done. Now for our assignments that we're going to be doing, how do I get this to the instructor? I can't print it out and turn in a binder. What I need to do is be able to print these out an electronic file. My electronic files, the easiest way to do that is after I have saved this, is go into File, Export, and I can make a PDF file of it from right here. I can collect those PDF files and then put them in order and send them off to the instructor. All right, that is our getting started with some dimensioning there and using the hole command.